Welcome. We're so excited to kick off this portion of the day and hear 10 amazing pitches. So welcome to the Young Environmental Champions Pitch Competition. Big round of applause. Can you please welcome, last but very much not least, St. Brigids to the stage. Woo!
Good afternoon. We are the St. Brigids Bee Brigade, and boy do we have a story for you. It's not a fantasy, but it's a real-life superhero act, how we are saving the planet one pollinator at a time.
Why is it flying away?
Probably because we have nothing in the gardens for it to eat. What can we do?
UN Sustainability Goal number 15, Life on the Land, says that nourishing life on the land is the foundation for our life on this planet.
It also explains how we have caused this damage and now it's up to us to do something, which is the key to our own survival.
So what is the problem? Well, many of you may have known last year the bee industry was greatly impacted by veromite. Many families in our school community were directly impacted because they had to put down their own beehives. That made us wonder what we could do to help. Our environmental team at school decided to build a native bee and butterfly garden in our school grounds. How does this benefit our school? It benefits our school by attracting important pollinators, but it also helps the wider community as the butterflies and bees fly further afield. It also helps the community by educating them in the importance of pollinators that we have in our local area.
The solution was obvious to us to plant a pollinator garden. For this to work and be sustainable, we had to get the whole school and community as excited as we were. So we ran a butterfly competition and we had nearly 80 entries. And we bought chrysalis kits for every class so every class could watch the magic butterfly emerge. We also got teachers on board to do butterfly lessons in their curriculum. We spoke to native wildlife nurseries to get advice on what plants to grow. Mrs. Jones got a grant for it so we could pay for it. And we then got the whole Enviro team to help us plan out the gardens.
What have we done? We started by researching with the help of the author of Butterflies in Bushland. This led us to purchasing the correct plants we need for all gardens. We then purchased chrysalis kits for all classrooms. This meant that we could release butterflies straight into our school grounds. Then we invited native bee expert Heather Whiteman to talk to us about native bees. Because of this, we were able to make native bee hotels to hang straight into our school trees. We then added pollinators into our curriculum. Because of this, all students are now learning about the pollinators. Where to now? Our first goal is to ensure sustainability in our gardens. We have made a watering and weeding roster for the garden. The Enviro team has decided that they will take long-term care of the gardens for the moment.
Another goal moving forward is to write a letter to all the local public school principals in our area to persuade them to build a native bee and butterfly garden in their school grounds. This will create a bee and butterfly corridor throughout Roman Terrace.
We are also looking at other native habitats around our school. We already have plans for nesting boxes for our amazing lorikeets that spend a lot of time in our school. We'd also love to build a frog pond, but some of our teachers are against that because they're terrified. We'll keep working on this one.
We'd also like to take a bunch of sensible students down to the river to fish for the pest species carp.
Imagine the risk assessment for that.
Thank you.
I just want to commend you, and I've been working closely with a project called B&B Highway, which works helping to you put the information on the Atlas of Living Australia. So I think that might be something else you could consider into the future. So being little citizen scientists that you are. So, into that.
Yeah, it was great hearing that you researched what plants you should put in the gardens. Curious to know what were the types of things that you planted.
Just mainly red and yellow and purple plants because those are the colours that butterflies see.
Great.
I really like your concept. I think it's fantastic, especially after the veromite and all of the impacts. Talking about maybe trying to persuade some of your local schools, you mentioned about a letter. I really think that this would be fantastic if you went into some of the schools yourselves and started to present maybe some of this information and twisted some of those principals' arms. Is that a potential option?
Can I just ask, I loved that you saw the life cycle of the butterfly. Did you see that happening in your gardens?
Yes, very recently our butterflies were released. It was this week and the end of last week actually. And some of our butterflies actually have stayed, and we've seen the numbers of butterflies in our school go up by a lot. And hopefully by the end of this term, a bunch of new caterpillars from the life cycles will hopefully start to grow.
Well done.
Can you give me some information? Do local bees, the native bees, sting?
No, actually, normally it's just the European bees.
So you're all safe?
Yes.
And we're going to have to work on those teachers that don't like frogs. There's a bit of work to do at St. Brigids. Yes.
Big round of applause.
So on behalf of the judges, and I'd just like to say that it was a wonderful opportunity to listen and to learn and to be really inspired by all of your presentations. And I just go back better for everything that you are doing for our future. So I'd like to just say that for all of the schools that participated today. But it's a really hard job to share with you the ones that on today have come out on the categories of thinking about future solutions and understanding the problem, of really getting into it. And so I'm going to announce the runner-up for the Primary School Award is St. Brigids.
Come in. This is yours, Mama. Where are we looking at?